Alright, what is up, my dudes? Here we are today with new patch video. We're going to be trying out a Shock Trooper deck. So this deck is very similar to Bayer's deck, except he plays Rifleman instead of Dogs. Other than that, it's exactly the same deck. I don't know, man. Maybe Shocks aren't terrible now. It's certainly possible. Like, now that Razorback and Fanatics have been nerfed, those were the two of the main things keeping Shocks down. Personally, I don't think they're going to be great still. They weren't that popular in the metagame before Razorback came out, so I don't really think Razorback was the problem. I think the problem with, ever since Wheels came out, Shocks have been kind of weak. But yeah, we're going to try out the deck. We're going to see how it goes.
Establishing battlefield control.
Playing some games on the new patch, see what happens. Colonel Piglet. Alright, I can get on board with that name.
2, 1.
Alright, so we're going to get some dogs. Scout out what is up with Cole Piglet. Rifleman. Alright, so we'll start harassing them and go Harvester. We're not too worried. Okay, spicy. Huh. Yes, not worried at all. Alright, so we're going to block them with dogs until we can get to the Shocks, which obviously are quite expensive. Yeah, this is going to be a little... We're going to need to make some more doggos whilst we wait for the Shock Troopers. Okay, well, there you go. So, interesting mutant rush there. Looking a little rough on the old missile here, but he is no-half, so you expect to lose first missile to no-half. I didn't actually mean to leave that guy there, but it's too late to do anything about it now. I do need to kill him, because if he gets... Oh, we stalled the missile. Nice. Very nice. Alright, so I think we win the missile from here quite easily. Spam Shock Troopers. He only has barracks open at the moment. He's probably built a Harvester now, given the amount of time it's been since he made a unit. I'll go have a look, though. Nope, no Harvester. Okay, let's see if we can get Shock Base Rush. The old classic Shock Base Rush. There's a Harvester, a little bit late to the party.
Unit enhanced.
I'm not feeling good about his chances, to be honest with you. It's a lot of riflemen.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Ooh, Chem Buggy, that's not good. I don't know if we can finish the base off through the Chem Buggy. A Pitbull, I guess. Man, he's really rebounded on the old cash front, hasn't he? Alright, let's see if we can get the Pitbull to his base, because obviously if we do that, we'll just win. Maybe. Assuming there isn't like a Marauder waiting for it. Oh, there's the Marauder. Man, it is, yeah. I'm not overly impressed with the old Shock boys yet. Kind of feels like if I had Razorback, I would have been a lot better off in that game.
Objective complete.
Alright. Wasn't super impressed in that first game. Obviously we did win by a lot, but he tried to mutant rush us, so it wasn't that surprising.
Harvester ready. Unit ready.
Alright, so we get double dogs on this missile. We'll just spam dogs for a while. It'll be ages until we can afford Shock Troopers. So we're just going to spam dogs for a bit.
Unit lost. Building online.
Okay, let's get some Shocks. Now, one of the problems with Shocks is that by the time you can tech switch into them, because they're quite expensive, your opponent can normally counter them immediately. See what, okay, he has Shocks as well, so we'll just make some more dogs. these dogs to support our shocks.
Unit ready.
Razorback. Okay. Well, Razorback has been nerfed.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Yeah, okay. Still feels... I think I'd still rather be on the Razorback side of things than the Shock Trooper side of things, but whatever.
Unit enhanced. Unit ready. Nuclear weapon
Okay,
launched.
so we win first missile. There's the second half. And the first missile took us almost 2 minutes because we were using Shock Troopers,
Unit ready.
which are slow.
Unit lost.
Where are you going? Alright, let's boost this.
Enhanced. Unit ready. Unit lost.
See if we can get a harvester kill. Should be fairly easy to do.
Lost.
Ooh. This hammerhead has provided a lot of value this game.
Unit enhanced.
How much has this hammerhead killed? It feels like infinite enemy units have died to this single hammerhead.
Nuclear missile launched. You are victorious.
It's just occurred to me that my previous opponent had Shocks and Razorback, which is
New
kind of
objective
insane.
available.
Playing Shocks and Razorback in your deck, that's pretty weird. Alright, so opponent's got wheel opening.
Officer ready.
Dogs beat wheels 1v1, so we'll just shoot them for a bit. Not sure why he's going around behind me. Maybe he's hoping to block me when the bikes arrive. It's not clear. We kill off a wheel with the dogs. And we'll go
Unit
Pitbull.
ready.
There's the bikes. Pitbull plus dogs beats bikes pretty easily. I guess we'll get a second Pitbull. Oh, he's gone straight into missiles. Rip. That's pretty annoying. Alright, so we're going to have to back up, and I guess we wait for shocks. Takes a really long time to get shocks, though. We're going to stall the missile for sure.
Building online.
Mutants as well, oh my. Okay. Pretty scary. The fact he has mutants makes me think he might have Chuggy as well. He's over here.
Enhanced.
Yep, there's the Chuggy, as expected. I guess we can hold long enough against the Chuggy to fire the missile. Yeah, we can. Cool.
Launched.
This actually seems like a pretty tough matchup. Like, Shocks don't kill mutants that quickly, and Chuggy does kill Shocks very quickly.
Unit ready.
Yeah, this looks like a really difficult matchup, honestly. Again, I feel like if I had Razorback, I would just be completely fine. Like, Razorback would be so much stronger right now.
Unit enhanced.
Wow, that is a lot of mutants.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit lost.
Alright,
Unit
so it looks like we're going to win the missile, but it was mostly thanks to the Predator tank and the Pitbull
launched.
taking out that Chuggy. Still, the Shocks did okay. I mean, the Shocks didn't do a terrible job cleaning up those mutants.
Accomplished.
Again, I'll check his deck, but I really feel like Razorback would have been a lot better there. Let's have a look at what he had. Yeah, I mean, Razorback would have been way better, because all he has to fight it is, like, Bikes and Banshee, which wouldn't get through the missiles, so... I don't know, man. Not looking great so far for the Shocks.
3, 2, 1. New objective received.
Okay, let's go with some dogs.
Harvester ready.
Both players just opening up with the Harvester. Pretty standard so far. Since he opened Barracks, I'll go for a second Dog Squadron. A little surprised not to see another unit yet. Not sure what he's waiting for. So another militant. Alright, he's gone straight into bikes. We'll just go Predator. Could go Pitbull, but we've got a lot of money, might as well just get the Predator out. Predator should clean up these bikes pretty easily.
Unit ready.
Alright, looks like a pretty easy first missile.
Warhead cancelled.
We're gonna win on every pad, so, you know. Pretty good start. And I guess we'll go shots for these lasers.
Launched. Unit lost.
Predator away reporting. Predator getting Pitbull ready for any. I don't like it. Tank division.
Unit ready.
We all gotta hit that pedal to the metal. Predator, Pitbull here burning. Predator taking him down. Pitbull in a shockwave. Find them up.
Unit enhanced.
Taking him down. Gotta hit him hard. Easy pick.
Chems, okay.
Pitbull ready for anything.
Shox should be able to beat the chems fairly comfortably.
Unit ready.
Tank ready for anything.
Yup.
Predator
Cool.
armor moving out. Reporting. Tank division. Pitbull ready for anything.
Unit enhanced. Warning. Enemy catalyst missile incoming. Unit
Okay. They're doing classic Jade things.
launched.
I don't know, man. I don't know about these shots still.
3, 2.
Alright, last of 5 games.
New objective available.
Let's go dogs again. See what's up.
Harvester ready.
Ready to collect.
Oops. Alright, so rifles start. We'll go second dog because he went barracks opening. Now, we want to try and kill off enough militants that the lasers don't get one shots. Alright, there we go. That should do it. We'll make some more dogs for now.
Unit lost.
And we'll go shocks for these lasers. Now again, of course, the issue being that by the time I get these shocks, it's pretty easy for him to tech switch. Looks like he hasn't done that though, so that's good. Could be a really easy first missile then. Yeah, really, really easy first missile. There's a Banshee for some reason. I guess we'll just go missiles.
Ready.
I don't really want to fight Pitbulls against Banshees. So we'll just make missiles. And it looks like he went straight for my harvester spot. Okay, some things never change. Some things never change.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
I'm amazed at how few people seem to just have a competent anti-infantry unit. Like, a lot of my opponents have really struggled to kill shots. Wow, okay, there's a flame tank off one half. Why not? Looks like it's not going to be in time to save the game, though.
Unit ready.
Sure, man.
Enhanced.
Sure.
Warheads launched.
There we go, 5-0 with the shocks.
You are victorious.
Well, there you go, guys. Shock troopers to the rescue. I do feel like the issue with shocks is the same as it's always been, which is that they are a perfectly adequate unit that performs okay, but there's just no reason to play them. Like, they're just worse than snipers or Razorback would have been in that deck. Like, obviously not a direct swap necessarily. Like, I would play rifles if I was playing the Razorback or the snipers. It would have been a straight swap though. And I just think the deck would have been better with either of those other units. And that's the issue with shocks. It's not that they suck, it's just that they're worse than the other options. So why play them? Like, they're okay, they're not completely horrible. But if you want to win games, you need to be playing the best units. So why are you playing a subpar unit? You could just play any other option and it'll be better than shocks. And that's always been the problem with shocks. There's just no reason to play them. They're never the best option. There's always something much better for you. Yeah, my chat is now saying Drone Swarm and Shatterer, which also would have been better than Shocks. Like, they're just the worst. They're the worst of the tier 2 anti-infantry options. So there's no reason to play them. I don't think that's changed really. I don't think the patch has affected that. I still think Shocks and Flames, there's just better options. Flames maybe a little closer, but they're still just so much worse than Fanatics. So I don't know, guys. I'm not convinced. Not convinced that Shocks have really made any gains in this metagame. I still think Shocks are kind of bad, but they are much easier to use. They are very. You make them, you send them in, and they do okay. So maybe that's why. Maybe that's why people really like them. I don't know. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that. That was on the new patch. Not the most exciting games. Pretty easy 5-0. Pretty much just made like Shocks and some Pitbulls and maybe a Predator. But yeah, wasn't overly impressed by the Shocks. They did okay. I don't want to undersell them. Like this game here against Benny, I think it was. He had like 3 mutants, and I made like 1 shock trooper and protected it with a Predator, and it cleaned up all the mutants. That was pretty impressive. But it just like Sniper or Razorback or Drone Swarm would have all performed a similar function better than the Shocks did. So that's the problem with the Shocks. Alright, hope you enjoyed that new patch video, and I'll see you guys next time.